looks like we should be good to go. It
Yeah, it
looks
looks
like
like it
we're
too on
good.
my side.
Yeah.
I will
Huh.
say, that is probably the only good tech thing that's worked for me all week.
It's
Oh my
it's
God.
because
I'm
it's because
just,
I've been blessed by the tech gods in the recent years.
honestly, a
And
ding. Ding
yeah,
indeed.
and that was
You
confirmation
have
that my
been.
Twitch channel is up. Yeah, thanks, Dad.
Oh, there we go. I got
Yep.
frozen there for a second, but
Yeah.
I'm on frozen at the
Oh,
moment.
yeah.
Oh my
Ignore the
goodness.
fact that it says I'm streaming Rika. I am not currently. That's just what my normal settings are. Cool. Yay.
All right.
So that works. That's working. And hi, Danny. We have people.
Hello, people.
And I got confirmation that the Alchemist
We're
Inkwell the channel is up too. So we got this.
amazing. I am posting on my Insta
Yes.
that this is
Taking a breath.
occurring.
Hey, into the Ravenwood. We're just really excited because tech was teching and we beat it. We have conquered.
We have conquered. I mean,
Yeah.
I have bloodily dragged
It
myself
has been a
onto this
battle.
recording.
Yeah.
I texted Krista because I was trying to have some levity about it. Because I was having a struggle. But I texted Krista and I was like, I am losing the great computer battle of 26. Because I was.
Yeah.
I
It has
did.
been.
Really, I
Yeah.
did lose it.
Well,
So,
and Into the Ravenswood knows like I've been having a tech issue too, which I will have resolved by next stream. So that's good. Classy, if you're saying congrats on the speaking event to me about UAC, thank you.
yeah, it's not
I'm
me. I don't
really
have a speaking
excited about
event.
it.
You should get congrats. It's
I'm
amazing.
still stoked. My mentor was like, "So are you going to be okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to be okay. I know what I'm talking about." And she's like, "Well, what if Demetra walks in, or what if the other authors that she and I read all the time walk in?" And I'm like, "Then
Don't
I
you
will
put that
ask
on
them."
me.
Well, no, it's just like I'm talking about fiction books. I could make something up and it would still work. And also, I will draw them in and say, "Hey, experts, can you weigh in on how we could maybe do this even better?" And then it becomes a
Right?
better talk for everybody in the room. Like, heck yeah. So, yeah. You listen to oh yeah, the podcast. It was a good one this week. It was. We're going to be recording Mondays today, so we're going to be less removed from it than usual, which is kind of neat. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but Saturn comes into Aries tonight. And thank you, Rocio. And then next week on the 17th is the first eclipse in Aquarius. There's some like caveats to that and then some curiosities to that. We can talk about it if you would like to. I will have a video releasing next week on it, and I did a very lengthy thing on it on Monday if you want to watch the replay of the Monday Magic Mood Boost. Or you can wait until the video comes out next week, which is where I cut out the part and just made it its own video. Because I'm
Yeah, it
lazy. I'm not
is.
going to do a second video.
We are stepping it. By the way, I'm looking down
Mhm.
because I'm trying to update all of my social stuff that we're live. And honestly, it's also given me a little bit of trouble. So sorry about that, everybody. I'm going to
Yeah.
yell at the eclipse about it. I know we're not
Yes.
at the eclipse,
Yell at
but
the
I
eclipse
am.
about it. It's fine. The eclipse is only over Antarctica. It can't hear you. Scream as much as you want.
Well, I'm mad about it, and I don't like it right now, and it's causing all of my tech to
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like
I,
it.
I honestly, I'm wondering, like, because again, it's been a really tech funky week. Now, I do blame Mercury for that,
Krista, no.
actually. What? No.
Okay,
I'm
you
here.
disappeared for a second.
No, a stupid freaking Wi Fi. But anyway, I blame Mercury as I was saying that. Because Mercury is in the pre shadow now. Mercury is in Pisces where it's detriment and in fall. And I like to just, this is really like drunk whimsy, Mercury. So it's not really focused
Ooh,
on the whole
that's
tech
cute.
support thing. Right, right. Agreed. I don't
Drunk
hate Mercury
whimsy's
and
nice.
Pisces. I just don't rely on Mercury and Pisces to be like the organized one. I rely on it to be the artsy one and the poet, which is great.
So when I was out in New Orleans this past
Yes, you
week,
were.
with a bunch of friends, and it was amazing, and we had a very good time. But I missed my first flight out,
Right.
um,
Yes.
and it was stupid. Like I should not have missed it. It was a series of unfortunate events, basically, that occurred that made me miss it. And I was like, okay, fine. I have feelings about this, but ultimately, other than the cost of rebooking another flight, which isn't terrible because it is just across the country instead of across the world, prospectively, other than the cost of that, it really didn't cost me a ton of like energy. I missed like 3 hours there, like that I would have had there. But it wasn't like I was missing an event we were doing or something like that, right? So I was like, okay, like trying to reconcile with that. And so I reached out to Hermes and I was like, hey, like these flights better get me there. Like I have feelings.
I love the way
And
this
Hermes
story
goes, oh, don't worry. I'm doing this because it's a really good present for you. And I was like, it's a what? It's a really good present for me. And he was like, oh, it's such a good present. You're going to love this present. It's such a good present. And I was like, okay. So I'm like, all right, like, am I going to get upgraded to first class or something? Like, what's going to happen? I did not get upgraded to first class. I was a middle seat for the longest leg of the flight. But I was like, all righty, this is fine. So great. So anyway, I do my first flight. My layover goes fine. All the flight stuff goes good. So I'm just grateful, like, at this point, like, okay, thank goodness. At least the flight stuff is going okay. We land in New Orleans, and I open my phone, and I must have been looking at my emails when I closed it last, you know, because I don't usually buy the Wi-Fi for the planes because I want to be invisible in the sky. And so I open my phone, and it's on my email, and the first email is an email from my editor introducing me to the person who's going to be my cover artist for my book. And I was like, oh my God, like this is the coolest thing ever. It made my day so much better. I was so happy. I was so excited. And I was just thinking like, oh my gosh, finally I get to meet my cover artist. And Hermes goes, you're welcome. And I was like, what?
Right.
And he was like, yeah, it had to be delayed or else you would have gotten this just like not as big of a moment. Like it wouldn't have been like you open your phone as we land. There's your thing. It would have just been like at a hotel and like, that's not fun. I was just like, okay. Like, thank you, Hermes, for messing up my stuff. So on the note of Mercury, being Mercury at the moment, that...
It's for the plot, of course.
Yeah, it was for the plot.
Yeah.
I was just like, it was a really good gift. I'm very grateful for the gift. It could have happened differently, but I am very grateful for the gift that did occur. And now I have a cover artist, which I can't announce yet who or anything. But yeah, pretty stoked about that.
Yeah.
Pretty stoked.
Yeah.
But it's a very Hermes. It was a Hermes move. It was Hermes with a capital H. Like that's how he do.
Yeah. I have in my few workings with Hermes directly, because often I'm trying to just tap into Mercury. But there has been a time or two where I've been in a situation and there's just been a giant statue of Hermes in front of me right before I travel. And I'm just like, hey, clearly I should acknowledge you. And I do. And then I do get upgraded or after I help someone with a medical emergency or something like that. So, yeah.
No upgrades occurred for me at any point in time on the plane.
Well,
I didn't even delay. Like I came back a day later. And that flight also did not get upgraded. Though I did have an empty seat next to me both flights, and the last flight, which was the longest leg, it was from I forget where, but they were basically like, they announced multiple times like, this is 100% full flight, we need people to check their bags or we're going to delay the flight. Like this is, no seats are available plane. And then I get in and I'm the very last seat on this plane. I'm like the very last back corner window seat, and no one ends up sitting next to me. And I was like, haha, that's a Hermes thing. Like, thank you.
That's awesome.
That's a win.
Yeah. We'll take it.
Yeah. So not quite an upgrade, but also like kind of an upgrade.
I mean,
like
almost
the
better than an
modern
upgrade because you get
flight.
more space than you would if you wouldn't have had an upgrade.
Right. Yeah. So I was like, okay, well, this is fine.
Yep.
But yeah, so I love Hermes. I love him very much. He's definitely a guide of mine now by his choosing.
Yeah, he did that.
Not
I got
by
to watch
mine.
that saga.
That was his decision.
You tried to avoid it. I remember that, and I was just like, uh-oh.
It's okay. I adore him. He's very helpful. But also, like, then I get a lot of situations like that where I get pizzazz from him more than I get.
Well, and who doesn't want the god
I
of
do.
writing and travel to help you out when that is your life? So
Yeah,
I should
yeah,
probably
I
start
know.
doing more charity work to Hermes.
You should. I mean, he would love that. He's just all about a vibe. Hermes is a good one. The angel Raphael, he's also a god of travel.
Yeah, Raphael. Mercury, the deity
Mercury's a
or the
god of
planet,
travel.
whichever one you want to tune into there. Yep.
Technically Loki is also thieves and travelers, but I
yeah,
wouldn't
and mercurial
really,
kind of vibe there.
I
for
wouldn't
sure.
really
I wouldn't.
choose that option.
Yeah.
To throw that out there. I can say that because I know he's not listening because he
You
don't
want
give
your
no
travel
fucks
to feel
about
like
me.
an acid
So
trip. Maybe you want to go with Loki, but
right.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So Hermes is the ultimate. I must say that, or I don't want my tech to break some more. So Hermes is the one. If you want to work with a god of travel,
Oh,
thank you. Hermes is it.
I should probably.
Like-
Oh, I'm traveling tomorrow morning. Okay, I guess I have to say something. I'm like, why are you using my stuff? It's because I'm traveling in the morning. So,
Yeah.
and also Hermes does a lot with health. So if you're worried about getting sick while you're traveling, bonus points for that one.
Yeah. I will- you know
Hermes'
what?
staff is
Come
the,
here,
the staff of
Hermito.
Hermes. Yeah, yeah. Oh,
me
crap.
just-
I'll light a candle or something for him later.
There. We'll have a little peek in from Hermes just chilling in the corner as an honor
Watch
for you
when Dan
and your
gets home
travel.
today, and I'm like, "Hey, come over to the altar. We got to do a ritual."
Right. Apollo is also really good for health stuff. He is like a god of health. This is also really good for health stuff. I will say, as far as Apollo's passions go, he would prefer. He's more of a sun, music, arts deity. He does medical stuff too, but there's other deities that like specialize in that. So if you're really just going for medical things, especially medical travel, I think Hermes is fine. I think other deities that are more medically specific are a good call. But if you have like a bigger medical ask, then I would go Apollo with it. That would be my
I would ask Apollo to be with my surgeons, maybe.
correct.
Yeah, like sick
Yeah.
the sun god on the people who are doing the work. Ask
That's-
the
yeah.
Mercury god.
He's
to
a
be
big.
with you.
He's big on the glories. Like I love him
Like, who's
dearly,
in
but
charge?
he's very glory.
Let Apollo deal with any
attuned.
insurance issues you have. Mercury
Oh,
would
I
like
don't
that too
know.
because paperwork. But yeah, take him straight to the top. Stick him.
Honestly, I could see Apollo just being like, I'll just burn their insurance company down. We don't need that. Like that's just that's not what we're doing. Which we do need that actually. So
We need it better than it is, but yeah.
yeah. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is Friday the 13th. You're right.
It is. Yeah.
Happy
Saturn
Friday
comes
and
into
happy
Aries on Friday the
Valentine's
13th.
Day. Right? Happy Valentine's
That's
Day.
tomorrow.
You could give a little love to Cupid and Aphrodite if we're on the note, on the idea of deity work for that. Those are really good ones. I'm sure she would love that as well. I will say every time I've tapped into Aphrodite as of late, which is not often because we don't typically work together, but she's popped in a couple times and it's been very much like love through rage. Like it's like a reminder, like I sleep with Aries, don't forget it. Like that kind of energy.
Yeah.
So just, just so you know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry Sekhmet made you sick. Hopefully
Yeah.
the purge was good.
I was gonna say that's exactly what Sekhmet would be doing. So yeah.
Hope you purged it out. Hope it
If
helped.
you've been even accidentally, here's the thing about Sekhmet, and I speak from experience on this. I'm not proud of it. But she will come at you for something that you are not paying attention to, that you need to pay attention to, even if you have the best intentions and you've probably been trying too hard and looking at the wrong thing, and she's trying to redirect you and all those kinds of stuff. So if Sekhmet does come at you, it's not necessarily that you weren't catching what she was laying down. It's just she wants you to catch it more gracefully, and she wants you to follow through with it, and she'll hold you to that. So she'll come at you for years if she has to. But it is not necessarily that you're bad or you're missing something or you're just like not spiritual enough or anything like that. It's just that there's something very specific that you may have accidentally danced around in your effort to do a good job. Some of us do
Yep.
that.
Some of us do that.
And then she'll sock you in the face like 3 times.
Personal
it's okay.
experience, and perhaps.
I wear her every day now with respect.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she also has a statue right over there, which is why I look that way. Because she stands in the corner of the room, right there, all the time, always over my shoulder. Like, because she doesn't want to be like in the center of things. She reminds me of my great-great-grandmother when she would help me heal people, except Sekhmet doesn't smack me in the back of the head like my great-great-grandmother did, which appreciated. But yeah, she just hangs back there to watch and like make sure I'm learning right. It's one of those things.
Fine. Her and I have like a very mutual, just sort of like nod to each other type of respect. And that's
Must be.
pretty much the extent of our works. every time, even when we've gone to see the Sekhmet statue in Egypt,
Yeah.
which is wild, by the way. It's a crazy experience, and it's
Yeah.
not. If you are unprepared, you will get hurt, like physically or mentally, actual pain. But every time we've gone, it's been very much like her and I just kind of meet eyes and we just kind of like nod at each other and are like, okay, like we're
Yeah.
good, which is nice.
Yeah, she literally threw my trauma in my face the one time and was like, "Take that to your therapist." And I was like, "Got it." I remember because I was walking right behind you and I went, "Oh," and then you were like,
I know.
"What?" And I was like, "I just realized what I had to tell my therapist in the middle of
That's so
Egypt."
funny. There's a lot of things that come up in the Egypt that you need to talk to your therapist about, though. It's a very like activating. I fucking love Egypt so much.
I
Oh
love
my
Egypt. Oh my goodness.
god. Yeah,
check
even
in with
continuing
Bonnie.
to see a quick video of Sekhmet statue, maybe shook some stuff that needs shaking up. Is what Aaron just said. I wish keep forgetting we can show these on the stream so people can just see.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I
Right?
remember.
But yes,
Before the first time I saw Sekhmet, the guide that I was with showed me a picture of it just to prepare me. And I got the impression from seeing that picture. It was 2 days before I actually would see the statue. And I got the like, you better be taking this seriously kind of moment. That moment was a pivot point in my entire life. I happened to also be having a Pluto transit that day. So, of course, right?
yeah. Honestly, I so deeply wish more statues were in their original plinth locations.
I know. I know.
So desperately, because it would be just such a deep the activation that comes when you see a statue in its actual location, and some of the big ones too will do that to you, because there's big statues that are in their original locations, right? But it's not quite the same as the ones that were like very intentionally like pinpoint put in like a specific spot for a specific reason, like the Sekhmet statue is. And there's just so few of those left, thanks to the 1800s. But whatever.
Yeah.
We have to like. Bleh.
Yeah, I always think, whenever I think about Sekhmet, though, I think about how Hani says he actually just goes in there and sits in front of the statue
know.
sometimes for like a
'Cause
long
he's a
period of time.
badass.
I mean, the incredible balance that man must have. That we've seen it, like we adore Hani, but it's
Right.
just like I respect him even more for being like it's like it's almost like he builds up the tolerance to what Sekhmet has to offer, and then can carry that into the rest of his life, right? That changes a person 100%. And to do it regularly, like
Right.
bathing in that kind of energy, that's incredible.
Yeah. We love Hani. So much. He's just
Yep.
the best. He's Habibi.
He is Habibi.
He's Habibi.
Uh-oh. Okay, so let me know. Am I gone or is M gone? If I don't see anything in the chat, I will know that I have a problem. Oh no, where did M go? Okay, cool. Hi, I will talk about something until M gets back. M has been having tech issues. And this is the continuation of that. M gone. Okay. And we'll be back, I'm sure. In the meantime, we can talk about some astrology because that's what I'm real good at. Anything that's been coming up for you guys this past week that you may have seen in the astrology sphere. We will wait for Em to get back. If you see me answer something on text or whatever, it's because I will be trying to help her if she reaches out to me. So yay, great. I'm so glad everything is frozen. That's great. Yeah, so let's do a vote in the chat. I'm going to speak slowly just in case somebody's got me frozen. Vote in the chat. Do we want to talk about Saturn or the eclipse or something else? Let me know, and I will check in with M. Fortune's Kooky. Just so you know, Fortune Kooky, that is, I love that name. I think that's so cool. Okay, so I have a vote for Saturn. I'm checking in with M really quick. Quick question. Are you going to upload the game stream in YouTube? Oh, so here's the problem with this week's game stream. Because my Wi-Fi did weird things, it saved in 3 segments and I have not been able to put them together. And also, the sound's kind of weird. So I'm going to be posting clips of it, but the replay itself, honestly, if I had to listen to that for 2 hours, I think it would come across pretty annoying. I am not sure why the sound saved weird, um, but that's what happened. So if I posted it, I feel like it would just be a really irritating thing to listen to. I check the sound. I actually do test recordings before every Twitch stream, and it usually is fine. But twice now it has done that to me. So I think it was an issue with my Wi-Fi, and that will be resolved. To anybody who is on those Twitch streams from now on, if you could remind me to hit record, I will have the backup option. It's just the last couple times I have forgotten to hit record, so I did not have that backup option, which would do better. So yeah, not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after, we will be back in action. I will be doing better to have the backup option, and we will be continuing with the next space in Rika. Thank you, Into the Ravenwood. I really appreciate you. Okay, so yes, Saturn comes into Aries tonight at around 7:12 p.m. In Washington, D.C. So Saturn in Aries is kind of meaningful. Hang on, let me know. Friends don't leave friends behind. Yeah. So Danny, if you're 10 months in, is your Saturn in Aries or is it in Pisces? Because Saturn comes into Aries today and has spent since last September back in Pisces. It was from May to September in Aries for like a preview moment, and now it's going to stay in Aries until 2028. So if anybody's wondering, if you look at your chart and you see Saturn in the sign of the Ram, it's like a, red with the horns. Okay. Em is working to reboot Riverside, so we will see her shortly. Okay, there we go. So that means that we have Saturn from today through 2028 uninterrupted in Aries. And so if you look at your chart and Saturn is in Aries, you are in your Saturn return. If you have Saturn in the earlier degrees of Aries, like 1 to 3, 1 to 5 maybe, Saturn moves slowly, right? It's between now and 2028. So Saturn doesn't make a ton of progress in the sign. And in fact, I'll tell you, let's get specific on this since we have the opportunity. Specifically, by the end of the year, Saturn will have made it to, let's see, October 26th. Saturn will have made it to the 8th degree of Aries. Before it goes retrograde, it'll have made it to about the 9th degree. So yeah, if you have your natal Saturn in the first 10 degrees of Aries, you will have your exact Saturn return in the course of this year, starting today and between now and the end of December. So that means that you are somewhere between the ages of 27 to 30 or around 60, because Saturn takes about 27 to 30 years to go around the entire zodiac. So if you've had it once, think back to when you were roughly 27 to 30, ask yourself what kind of stuff came up around then, how might those patterns level up, but resonate, kind of echo into what you're experiencing now. And just know you've been through it before. If this is your first time going through Saturn return, let me assure you, it is survivable. It can be hard, to the point, right? Danny, you are done with your Saturn return as of tonight. So you have survived. And I'm very excited for you on that. If your Saturn is in Pisces, you're all set. It, as Danny proves, right? It is survivable. Saturn in Aries is the sign of Saturn's fall. So that is because it is opposite of one of the best signs that Saturn can be in, which is Libra. But that's best for Saturn. So is that best for Saturn and us? That's the thing that you have to kind of get into when you look at your chart. Like, does this work well for me? Am I born in the daytime, which makes Saturn a little bit more amenable to me? If you're born at night, Saturn tends to be a little bit more of a jerk. I'm born at night, so I can say that. And Saturn and I have a history. I do not work with Saturn. Saturn works with me, though. So that's how that kind of goes. Yeah, you're turning 30 next month. Yay, happy birthday. So with Saturn being in Aries, one of the theories is that Saturn is not given the esteem to accomplish as much as it would normally get if everybody were in Saturn's sort of court and on Saturn's team. So it doesn't have the public support, so to speak. I like to talk about exaltation, which would be Saturn in Libra, as like Taylor Swift comes to town, right? Taylor's not at home when she goes and does a concert, but everybody that's there loves that she's there. So she gets to feel good about it, right? That's exaltation. The opposite of that is, say, a celebrity who's canceled, right? So Saturn in Aries is not given the support to be able to do what Saturn would normally do. Saturn would normally bring things like structure, would normally bring things like rules, leadership, that would be of a sort of like structured kind of thing, the power structure, right? Saturn does things like governors and farmers and those kinds of things. When Saturn is in Aries, we may find that those things are less reliable or they're a little bit harder to come about. So I was just about done with what I wanted to say, and M is back. What perfect timing. Hi, M. You are muted and frozen. um, yeah, I'm relieved I didn't know about Saturn returns until much after I survived mine. I knew about mine going through it, and that did not help me, I will say. Okay, still waiting for your sound to come back, Em. I know. I wish I could control it from over here. Yeah, tech is techy. We may have to, we only have about 15 minutes left of the broadcast anyway. So if we have to end early, we can. But M's going to try again. uh, yeah. Yeah. So we are in Mercury pre shadow. Mercury pre shadow is the